Hey, it's Tim Royster with the Royster Hearth Group of Compass, and we just finished our practical approach to decluttering and right sizing, and we had our local expert, Darlene Illig. Darlene, tell us about yourself, what you do, and let's just recap this great session we just had.
So this was a lot of fun. I'm Darlene Illig with Organize You Inside and Out. I am a professional organizer, and what I am passionate about is trying to help people right size their spaces and, most importantly, declutter. Part of right sizing is decluttering. It's trying to figure out where and how you want to live your life and what's a priority, and determining how the clutter plays a role in that. That's right.
And so you had two principles, and I don't want to botch it, but I think the first one was finding the importance of the space.
Yep.
And then the second one was what's important to you now.
Yep.
Right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, most importantly, what's important to you now, not in the past, because that's where we get tripped up.
Yeah. So what you told them, one important thing that they had to have a PLAN.
Yeah.
They had to have a plan.
They have to have a plan, and in that plan is a timeline.
And then not only that, so you can have a plan, we can have a timeline, but then you got to execute.
Yeah. And well, you have to have the end point, and then you need to move to execution, because that's where most people get tripped up.
Yeah. The three things we can do right now. I mean, if we were going to say, I need to take care of this garage, or I need to take care of, and I'm going to make sure that I'm ready for the next house. What can we do, and how do we make this happen in bite-sized chunks?
So that was one of the things we talked about, is taking that calendar, and even if you don't have a definitive plan for moving, this is a great opportunity while you're in the limbo phase, if you will, to start going room by room in your house, or some of the worst rooms, which are garages, basements, attics. Those are some of the places that become just general dumping grounds for everything that was unwanted inside the house, inside the main living areas, really.
Yeah. So quickly, dynamics with kids, and they're all gone. They're all around the whole world. What do you tell your client to help them say, okay, you're transitioning? What do you do? Help us.
This was such a big topic. I feel like our entire group was struggling with that today. So one of the things is you gotta give them a deadline. You have to give them a deadline. And one of the ladies spoke to me and said, but I have one child who lives in an efficiency apartment. How do I do that? And the thing is, he's in his 30s. He probably has forgotten what most of that stuff is, and it's not very important to him. So you can give him one last opportunity to, one final call. Here's your stuff. Do you want it? I'll be happy to ship it to you. I think he said comic books, or she said comic books. Okay, that's something smaller he could potentially sell and make a few dollars, potentially. But again, I said, give him one last try. You are not the keeper of his things. You're not a museum, and that's how I think most of our guests were viewing themselves, as a museum.
I think you've given us some good tips, so thank you so much for doing this today. We can't wait to do the next one.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I really, really appreciate it. It's a passion. It's just such a passion of mine to help people.
I can tell. Thanks so much.
Thanks.